Live from the Western Mass News Studios in Springfield, this is Better Western Mass.
Yes, it is. Hope everybody is well and they dug out of this storm. I'm Taylor Jacobs, and this is Better Western Mass. We've got a stacked show for you here today, but we want to begin by taking your COVID questions to the experts. We are still dealing with a pandemic. Dr. John O'Reilly, the Chief of Pediatrics at Bayside Health, joins us now. Hey there, Doctor. Hope you're well and your back's okay. I assume you had some shoveling to do. So the first one yeah, exactly. Good form. The first question, Johnson & Johnson says their COVID vaccine is only 72% effective against the virus. Does this mean we should count it out?
Oh, not at all, Taylor. I think the coronavirus is sort of an existential threat, and we want to use whatever we can, any therapeutics, any vaccines. We just have to pick what their roles are, right, and how we use them. So Johnson & Johnson has some advantages. It is a one-shot vaccine. So if you make 1 million doses of J&J and you make 1 million doses of Moderna, you cover 1 million people over here and only 500,000 over here. It also gets you to a place of immunity rather quickly. So 2 weeks after the shot, you're at 72%. In order to get that 95%, you have to wait for the second shot and then a couple weeks after. So if you need sort of immediate immunity, if there's an outbreak in a nursing home or something like that, I need this done quickly. I'm going to use something that will get most of these folks up to pretty good immunity. It also doesn't need to be refrigerated. So if I want to distribute this out into, the hinterlands where they don't have deep freezers, this is a perfect vaccine because you can go to doctor's offices in rural areas. They can go out with a public health nurse. This is one that you can actually move around with. I think there are people that don't want 2 shots, and this is a good one for them. And there's populations. If there's folks, I might not get this homeless person back in 28 days exactly. Let me give him the 1 shot to know that he's at least 72% effective. So there are things that we can do, places we can use. And again, it's 72% against all disease, but it's pretty effective about the serious disease. We want to keep people out of the hospitals, keep the ICUs from being overwhelmed. And this vaccine will do that, even if the numbers look a little bit lower. I think the first 2 vaccines broke the curve. So the average vaccine isn't looking good.
Yeah, and even according to other previous vaccine efficacy rates, that one seems to be like the exception rather than the rule with it being so high, right? Like it's just unbelievable.
Exactly.
All right, so how are the COVID variants formed? We've heard it's constantly happening.
Right, so every time a virus replicates, there's opportunities for there to be mistakes. So this virus has 30,000 nucleotide pairs or different numbers, and you're going to try to make sure that the same thing is replicated. But a lot of what happens is that numbers are switched, they're dropped. There's different places where you can open this to copy. So there's a lot of mistakes. So sometimes the mistakes are good. You go from here to here and you get something good. Sometimes it makes no difference. Sometimes it can be bad. We could have different variations. So the way to prevent, let's say, the Springfield variant that can come is let's prevent infections, because every time someone's infected, the virus gets to replicate. Every time the virus replicates, you can get mistakes. So let's wear our masks, wash our hands, social distance, and get vaccinated so we're not the cause of the latest deadly variant.
I don't know how you surmise that stuff in like a minute. That's unbelievable. All right, so how about this one for you? It's now been 1 year since the first COVID case was reported in Massachusetts. Unbelievable. A year from now, is it possible COVID is still around or that we're even talking about it like this?
Well, it's certainly not just possible. It's probably a certainty that COVID will be around. The question is, how will it be interacting with us? Will it still be the same deadly virus that we're talking about that's filling ICUs? Or will it sort of weaken as we have some of these variants? Because we already in pediatrics know we have a lot of common cold coronaviruses. So it might attenuate or weaken to that point, or it might be changed like the flu. So different variants come up. Some are more deadly than others. We have worse flu seasons than others. And this vaccine has to be followed with boosters, and we sort of chase what's happening. So it's absolutely going to be here. It's just a matter of how. And the best thing we can do now is prepare ourselves for living with COVID-19 or its variants and get our vaccines and try to keep everybody safe by following the protocols.
All right, Dr. John O'Reilly, really do appreciate your time today and the breakdown. Very simple for somebody like myself to understand. Truly do appreciate it. Take care, all right?
You too, man. Take care.
All right. Coming up here on Better Western Mass, everybody, we are talking home restoration, sharing some simple ways to give your place a facelift. And they are simple. And then later, we're taking a look at one of the top trends of 2021, self-care. All right, time for some better home. And we've all been in our houses a whole lot more than usual this past year or so. And maybe it's time for a makeover. If your powder room could use a new look in the new year, best-selling author and home designer Joy Cho can help you refresh without renovating. Welcome to the show, Joy. Really happy to have you on here. So as we're talking about bathrooms, it seems like, how can you revamp a bathroom without an expensive renovation, or at least one that'll break the bank? They are so times costly.
Absolutely. Well, in recent months, most of us have spent a lot more time at home than ever before. And one of the most used rooms in our home is the bathroom. We can all use some affordable tips to renew and refresh.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Where should we start in the bathroom? I mean, we're talking like a full-on makeover from the shower, or maybe just a new sink?
We're going to do this on a budget. So the first thing you're going to do is clear the bathroom clutter. You can't believe how simple the act of removing clutter using storage containers or adding inexpensive freestanding shelves gives your bathroom a major facelift. And it's a great time to toss away those old or expired items that have been collecting dust. Next, you're going to add stylish soaps to upgrade your bathroom sink or any sink in your home. Having clean hands enables us to do the things we love, which is true now more than ever. The new Ojoy by Soft Soap collection can help make the time you spend at the sink each day a lot more joyful. The soaps wash away bacteria, are paraben-free, and formulated without phthalates. The Ojoy by Soft Soap collection features 4 lavish scents that I just love: Juicy Grapefruit, Peach Party, Midnight Macadamia, and Blooming Iris, which is my favorite, with bottles that are both beautiful and fun. You'll wash your hands more often per day than any other activity, so why not add some joy to it? And these are available exclusively at Target starting February 21st.
Very interesting. The peach jumps out to me. So, and they look decorative. Just the bottles themselves can kind of go with everything, your themes are going there. So any other decorating tips?
Absolutely. Some things that you can do to easily change up the style of your bathroom with non-permanent items. These things include a new inexpensive mirror. You could also replace your bathroom rugs or towels in a new color or pattern or style. And if you need color inspiration, you can feel free to check out the bottle labels because we have beautiful color combinations right here. Now, all of these things work great if you rent too, because you're not making any permanent changes and they're easy to switch up a couple times a year if you want.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, right there, because not everybody is a homeowner, so you can't just go busting down doors and windows and walls, stuff like that. All right, so Joy, where do folks go to get more information? I'm guessing, is that an Ojoy soap, like, linked to you?
Yes, you can find more on my website at ojoy.com or at target.com.
Oh, that's pretty awesome right there. And thank you, Joy, for coming on today to Western Mass News. Really do appreciate you giving our viewers some new ways to kind of make over the bathroom without breaking the bank. So good stuff. Hope you take care, and we'll have you back on again soon. Coming up on Better, reasons to stay tuned. We got 3 things you should know about that so-called Reddit rebellion involving GameStop stock. And a reminder that we are your home for the Super Bowl. This coming Sunday, you got Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks taking on the defending champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, all again this Sunday. It will all start just after 6:30 on CBS 3. Welcome back, everyone. So Wall Street and Main Street gearing up for what could be another week of rocky trading. It's all fueled by small investors on Reddit driving up the price of stock like GameStop. Mandy Gaither has 3 things you should know about what's going on Wall Street right now.
The so-called Reddit rebellion. While it's too soon to know how it will change the future of investing, experts are sure Wall Street will never be the same.
I want to make more money, and I feel confident it's going up.
Here are 3 things we do know about the GameStop saga. Number 1, it's a David versus Goliath story. In this case, it's a band of amateur day traders versus Wall Street pros known as short sellers. Number 2, here's how it blew up. The popular Reddit message board called Wall Street Bets noticed GameStop was heavily shorted by hedge funds, and then an army of Reddit investors rushed to buy shares in high numbers, driving up the price.
They're placing bets on a market in a way that they're actually affecting the odds of the outcome.
1 year ago, a single GameStop share cost about $4. It's now about $150. Short sellers were forced to buy shares to cover their losing bids, which sent the price of shares soaring even higher. Number 3, the Robinhood backlash on Thursday. Robinhood, the free trading app, suspended trading of GameStop and other red-hot stock shares, citing extreme volatility.
We're in a historic situation where there's a lot of activity and a lot of buying concentrated in a relatively small number of symbols.
But some accuse the app of caving to pressure from powerful institutions on Wall Street. The next day, Robinhood resumed limited buys on the stocks. Most experts say GameStop isn't able to support such sky-high prices, and at some point, the bubble will burst. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, coming up on Better Western Mass, we are sharing some ways you can refresh and even reset this month. Some self-care tips, those are straight ahead. And it's almost time for Western Mass News' winter winnings, and you could win a $150 Visa gift card. You can spend that anywhere. Starting Thursday, watch weekdays at 6 a.m. here on the networks of Western Mass News. You look for the daily keyword. Really, it's that simple. Well, you also need our app. You head on over to the free Western Mass News app, tap Winter Winnings to enter. That's it. And you tune in the following day. Jordan or I will tell you if you've won. Good luck. For some better health, and self-care is self-love. And what better way to kick off the new year than with some products that'll help you take care of your beauty inside and out. Better Homes and Gardens has what you need for 2021.
The new year is all about a fresh start. It's your chance to refresh and reset. And that's why self-care is so essential. Our team at Better Homes and Gardens is predicting that self-care is going to be the big trend for 2021. And we're really going to be focusing on at-home hair care, older eye makeup, and also DIY skincare. So it's really great to have some backup products at home to tide you through when you can't get your hair color touched up or your roots refreshed. I'm really loving root concealing products. These are really basically lifesavers. They're temporary quick fixes and they just last the day. So if you don't have a lot of grays, or if your grays show up around your temples or around your hairline, it's really great to use a root concealing powder. I love this one from the brand Color Wow. It's basically a compact, and when you open it up, it has a powder in it and it has a double-ended brush. And it's so fantastic because you can basically pinpoint the areas where you're gray and just hide them basically like you're applying makeup. If you have larger areas of gray, you're gonna need more coverage. And that's where a root concealing spray comes in handy. I love this formula from L'Oreal Paris. It's their Magic Root Cover-Up. And it's excellent if you have a lot of telltale roots along your part line. You know, if you have 1 to 2 inches, those really show. And a spray is going to give you a ton of coverage really quickly. Last year, you probably wore a lot less makeup. Maybe you totally took a break from makeup. And now there's a trend where people are really excited to play up their features more. And, you know, with Zoom calls and wearing masks, focusing on your eyes is a really great strategy. And there are some products that make it really easy. I love Maybelline New York Color Strike eyeshadow pens because they just make eyeshadow applications so easy. Trying to do a smoky eye can be intimidating, but all you have to do with these pens is basically draw it on, you kind of blend it out with your finger or the applicator tip, and your eyes are done. And it comes in a lot of different shades. So if you're feeling neutral, you have an option. And if you're feeling bold, you can really go wild. So lash extensions are a really popular look, having like long, lush lashes. Everybody wants it. To try to do it at home is really easy. You can use a primer and a mascara, and it gives you a really long, extended look. And that's why I really love the formula from Honest Beauty. It's double-ended. So one end has a lash primer, and you're gonna put that on clean lashes, and it gives your lashes like a nice coat to thicken them. So then when you go on the other side, there's a mascara wand. And when you put that over the primer, your lashes are longer, they're thicker, they're lush. Paying more attention to our skin and really developing a strong skincare routine is a big trend for 2021. And part of that is wearing daily SPF, using a mineral sunscreen. And my ultimate favorite product is from CeraVe. It's their hydrating mineral sunscreen. It has SPF 30, which is key. It has a mineral tint to it, so it's not gonna give you like a chalky residue. It's not gonna give you that white cast. It blends in so nicely. There's some really easy things from your kitchen that can give you great skin. We have a really great spa mask recipe using full-fat Greek yogurt. You're gonna take 1 tablespoon and mix that with 1 teaspoon of Manuka honey. The reason these ingredients are great because they're naturally exfoliating. Manuka honey has antibacterial properties to it. If you have oily skin, tea tree oil, just you add a couple drops to the mix before you put it on your face. That's gonna help with those breakouts. If your skin's a little dry, you could try rose essential oil and just leave it on for about 5-10 minutes. When you take it off, you've got a gorgeous post-facial glow. For more great ideas, check out the February issue of Better Homes and Gardens.
How about that? I guess I should treat myself to a at-home spa day. How about you at home? Send us a picture if you do. Share it at westernmassnews.com. Now, Better Homes and Gardens is published by the parent company of this station, the Meredith Corporation. All right, we got to take a break, but coming up on the show, a young boy made a buck shirt out of sticky notes and got a huge surprise from the team. In response, his story is next. Plus, a preview of tonight's episode of People TV, sending you off to break with your local Steal and Deal.
Hey guys, want to clean the air in your home or even in your car? 2 great ideas for you from Clean Light Air. This is the XL and this is the Pro. Both of these kill 99.9% of the germs and bacteria. Both of them. You don't do any of the work, they do it all for you. All right, how great is that? This is the small version that cleans up to 160 square feet. It uses 2 different technologies to kill 99.9% of the germs and bacteria. It can actually run on batteries up to 4 hours. It has an adapter so you can put it in the cup holder in your car. Whether you are at home or whether you're on the go, if you are a smoker, if there's someone in your family who's a smoker, if you love your pet and you go, oh my gosh, my dog has to go with me in the car all the time, this is going to clean the smoke, the dander, anything in the air, wherever you want to go. I love that. Then we have the Clean Light Air XL. This is going to be one that cleans 550 square feet. You can just put that in the room and you're good. Maybe this is the room where your family hangs out. You watch TV. You're always hanging out with your pets. You're having a little midnight snack. You're watching a movie. This is going to clean the air. And once again, both of these are going to kill 99.9% of the germs and bacteria. I love the fact that they do it for you. And I love the fact that they also tell you what the air quality is with the display on each of them. Right now on localsteals.com, these are 22 to 30% off. And I love the fact that they're going to make your home safer, make your home better, and do all the work for you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Better Western Mass. We got some good stories to show you on this Tuesday afternoon, so let's get to them. Students at one Tampa elementary school were asked to wear a T-shirt of their favorite team. Now, for 8-year-old Julian Casillas, that's the Buccaneers, but he didn't have a shirt, so Julian made one with the help of some sticky notes. Now, his teacher took a photo, sent it to the Buccaneers. Next thing Julian knows, Tampa Bay's mascot hand-delivered a brand-new Jason Pierre-Paul jersey with a video from the outside linebacker himself. Julian predicts the Bucs will win the big game with 300 points. How about that? I mean, that's like a lot of touchdowns. Oh, there's JPP as well. Awesome stuff there. Similar story out of Tennessee, I believe it was a year or so ago. Well, 2 spacewalking astronauts have completed a 4-year effort to modernize the International Space Station's power grid. It's taken 14 spacewalks since 2017 to install 24 lithium-ion batteries that'll store power collected by the station's solar panels. Now, NASA expects that these batteries will be able to really last the rest of the space station's operating life. So how about that? All the work those folks do and just looking down. Whew. All right, well, it's a tale of 2, not cities, but kidneys in Indio, California. Eric Besserell was going to donate a kidney to his father, who'd been on dialysis for about a year or so, but he wasn't a match. So Eric signed up for a program to donate a kidney in exchange for his dad, Margarito, getting one from a donor. Now, the pair went into surgery on the same day. They're now recovering. Margarito even heard from his donor, who sent a letter of prayers for both the recipient and the kidney. She's named Lefty. All right, well, an Oregon woman who survived the 1918 Spanish flu has gotten her first COVID-19 vaccine shot. 103-year-old Bernice Homan was the first to get the vaccine at her assisted living center. Now, she says it was her mother who saved her life by nursing her through the flu over 100 years ago. Now that woman has been vaccinated, and she hopes, at least, that others follow suit, saying everything needs to be done to try to save lives. I mean, the things we could learn from somebody who's been through 2 pandemics like that just ravaged this nation. And I mean, nowadays, at least recently, we've entered phase 2 here in the state, allowing people 75 and older to at last get the vaccine. That just got moving back on the 1st. So that's been happening as well. A lot of people showing up to get the vaccine here at the Eastfield Mall. Even in the conditions that we got yesterday, they said about 1,000 people walked through the doors yesterday to get the shot. And that's on par with normal days. So people clearly want this thing, at least in our area. All right. Before we sign off, let's show you what's coming up tonight on People TV.
Ashley Tisdale is a panelist on the first season of The Masked Dancer, and she is loving every second.
Yeah, she told Sandra what it's like doing the show while being pregnant.
You look good. You look glowing.
Thank you so much.
Ashley and her husband Christopher French announced they were expecting a baby girl back in October.
Have you guys have any names picked for your little girl?
Yes, we had chosen the name actually a year ago, and it's gender neutral. So that wasn't really a big problem.
Is there like a special meaning behind her name?
Yeah, I would say so.
And it seems like her little girl's already taking after her love of performing, especially while she's working on The Masked Dancer.
I had so much fun dancing and like partying with like each performance, and I just feel like my baby was dancing too. So it was just like, it was so much fun.
So with season 1 of The Masked Dancer underway, what does Ashley think of the panelists, Ken Jeong, Brian Austin Green, and Paula Abdul? Well, you'll have to wait and see and watch us tonight.
Yeah, that's at 7:30 over on CBS 3. Oh man, the places we could go in these final 10 seconds, but I can't go that way with you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5.